I mean, I had situations where I literally, I felt my heart like boom, 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 boom. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I mean, about a little over a week ago, I had heard like the little, the sound of like the police radio where it goes like beep or boop or whatever. It's the little beep sounds.
No, 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 Candy, you have got it all wrong. And long-time hip-hop fans will also know that whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the police, is the sound of the police. And I do apologize profusely to KRS-One and anyone else's ears that heard that. But yes, this is a Hungry Fat Chick video. It looks like Candy had a rough week. And we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the weigh-in probably closer to the end of it because this is going to be a lot of Candy talking and explaining about what went on and how she was almost evicted. Yes, you've got that right, almost evicted. So let's get into that. But before I do get started, you know what I'm going to have to ask you to do. If you could briskly frisk down that like button, appreciate it. Maybe handcuff and lock down that subscribe button if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet. Leave a comment down below. Love hearing from you. As well as I do have memberships listed down below. So if you want to support my humble little channel, you can. There are 2 tiers. So Candy first expressed that something was up during her Buffalo Wild Wings, Maple Chipotle, and Asian Zing Wings with Fried Pickles mukbang eating show, where Candy leaves behind a pile of bones like a Viking king at his last meal, about to go to battle.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I have a lot on my mind right now. Ooh. Not personal crap. It doesn't have any place here today. If it becomes something that I need to share, I'll share it. But for right now, I'm just going to sit on it.
So it looks like she did not sit on it and actually let everyone know what was happening on her Amazura Darkstar channel. So let's go over there and hear what she has to say. What messed up Candy's week?
Wednesday was eventful. But, oh God, anyway. What had happened was, I came out here to do my mukbang on Tuesday evening, and I saw paper in my door. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I know I've talked about it. There's been music and people, like cutting up and...
Now, I have noticed in Candy's videos, and Candy has actually said that there are fiestas going on while she's doing her mukbang. She just sits there and eats her food, and you could hear the music and the shouting while she eats it. Not on all mukbangs, but some, as well as in the past she said that packages were missing from her door as well, which is another problem with the apartment complex she's in.
Anyway, the notice in the door was a 3-day notice to vacate the premises, basically. 3 days to gather all my crap and get the hell out. What? What? Anyway, basically, in the part where they had to like write out what the deal was, it was like typed in. Basically, it said that there were multiple noise complaints, confrontations between residents, to the point that the police were called. And I'm like, that's not right. That's...
Okay, I know you guys are all thinking noise complaints, and Candy does have the case of the monies every time she eats, but I don't think this is what it sounded like. It sounded like obviously more disruptive noise, and let's just hear what she has to say.
I mean, about a little over a week ago, I had heard like the little, the sound of like the police radio where it goes like beep or boop or whatever. It's the little beep sounds. And I heard the talking out in like the courtyard area, between, apartments and stuff. And I was like, oh, there's police out there. They're talking to some people. I was like, these people have the wrong apartment. I'm like, oh my God. So I was a little disturbed.
Now, obviously, this news took a toll on Candy. And listen, you're 400 pounds, barely mobile, don't leave the apartment, and all of a sudden you're told you have to gather your shit and get out of there. I think that would be disturbing to most people. But I wonder if it ran through Candy's mind that this is one of the reasons why she needs to lose weight, get mobile, get healthy for emergencies like this. And Candy also said she made some phone calls, but more importantly, she called one friend who is a friend to Candy, a foe to a lot of reaction channels. A lot of commenters have had run-ins with Brian. He is a friend of Candy that does not live near her. He has left some comments on my channel. He hasn't in a while, but Candy did turn to her friend Brian to get some outside help.
But my friend Brian, he called them. He had already made plans. He was going to come out here and go down there and talk to him for me and stuff. He's like got knowledge of like real estate stuff like that, and law and things like that. So I was like, oh, thank God, somebody can help me, because I felt helpless. I mean, I was already looking at apartments and packing and moving companies. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Oh my gosh. Oh, so it was extremely stressful. I mean, I had situations where I literally, I felt my heart like boom, 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 boom. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
So I know Candy's laughing that off, but stress can be a really big factor for heart attacks and stroke, especially if you already have unhealthy behaviors like Candy does, that already increase the risk of, heart attacks and stroke. And I think Brian really had to talk her down from what she thought was going to happen.
But anyway, he got on the phone with them, and he talked to them about my situation. I'm a 50. I'm almost 53 years old. I live alone. I hardly ever leave my apartment. And anyway, he worked it out with them and stuff, and they were supposed to give me a phone call and work out some kind of like, what do you call it? They were gonna he wanted them to come to the apartment and meet with me and go over all of any kind of evidence and all the reports, and we were going to want to see a copy of the police report and stuff like that. So I mean, it was a thing.
So this got really Candy outside of herself and thinking about what's going to happen. I'm going to have to explain to the police that this is not me, and how am I going to do this? And I have such a problem talking to authority figures. Brian was even prepared to come down there, up there, out there, I don't know where he's from, to be with Candy while the police grilled her, I guess.
They were supposed to make an appointment to come out here and talk to me on Thursday, or that was the plan. And he was going to come out here, to be there for me when they came, to kind of help me, if I started like stumbling over my.
But luckily, Brian did not have to come out. It was solved, I guess, that Candy, a super morbidly obese, 52-year-old shut-in, was not out in the parking lot shooting guns or blaring music. And this is what happened when she actually talked to the building manager.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But anyway, they called me back that afternoon, and the management lady that I talked to, she apologized profusely for upsetting me. That they had talked to multiple people, I guess, in the building, and they discovered that I was not the problem. Somehow, they got the apartment mixed up or whatever. I mean, but it was my name and my apartment number on the thing.
Okay, so that was the saga of the possible eviction. Now let's get into the weigh-in and see how all these outside external circumstances affected her weight loss efforts this week.
Hey y'all, today is Friday, February 21st, and I'm about to do my weigh-in, and I've had a pretty bad week, y'all. I mean, stuff has happened. Anyway, let's see if I can do this. Oh, mercy. I'll try to get up here. Owie, owie, owie. Okay. All right. Oh. Yep. Oh. Not doing great, you guys. All right.
Hello.
There we go.
It's ready.
Okay, let's see if I can step on this thing. Oh, mercy. All right. Oh, ouch. Okay, here we go.
400.6 pounds.
400.6. Oh boy, okay.
So that resulted in only a 0.8 weight loss for the week. I am going to leave it here for the real ones. I appreciate it that you made it this far, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
One of these is my dessert. Oh. No, it's not. Well, Providence. They forgot my strawberry shortcake. I guess the universe said, Candy, you did not need the strawberry shortcake.